People who get more done than you don't have 25 hours in a day or 13 months in a year. Instead, they have learned to use their time in a different, more efficient, and much more effective way. Here are a few habits that many very successful people tend to have. Today's video is all about the habits of productive people. If you want to start being more productive, this video is for you. Even though it doesn't make sense to do anything else during the best hour of the morning, many great makers insist on doing so. They say that one of the most important things that helps them get things done is getting up early and having a good start to the day. People who are very busy often meditate, work out, write in a diary, read, and learn in the morning. They think that their morning routine helps them have a calm, busy, and focused day. Even if you don't like getting up early, there is still hope. Even if you hate getting up early, there is still hope for you. Who else says that he's just not a morning person? Hal Elrod, who wrote the book Miracle Morning and accidentally started a movement that now mostly centers on his website miraclemorning.com, changed his life. It looks like you can figure out how to enjoy mornings. If you want a custom morning routine that gives you energy, make one that makes you want to get up and do the things you like, but are too tired to do at the end of the day. For me, this means reading and doing yoga. So those are the first two things I do when I wake up. You could shorten your morning process if you're too busy to spend an hour on it. Many people find that even 10 minutes of practice helps them get ready for the day. People who are productive don't waste time. They don't waste time or kill time. They work in groups and keep track of how much they get done. This can look like a very easy thing to do. Not too long ago, I did a monthly review. I realized that a small change made a big difference in how much I get done. I've started putting on my list of things to do the time slot that I need. Next to each job on my list, it now says 1 hour, 2 hours, or 30 minutes. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. When I look at my list, I can see at a glance how many hours of work are on it and how that is split up by job. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's important. No longer does my list of things to do look long and impossible. Instead, it looks like chunks of time. I can see that I have exactly 5 hours and 12 minutes of work to do today, which isn't much given that a day has 24 hours. It also means that if I have just over an hour before a meeting, a client call, or getting up my kids from school, I don't worry about how much I can get done. I just pick the job that can be done in an hour. If I have more than one job that takes an hour, I pick the most important one that really helps. People are used to bad things happening. This seems to go against itself, but it doesn't. People who expect the unexpected don't know what it will be. They just know it's coming and that it's best to be ready. So they build in extra time. Since life is always changing, you never know when you might need more time. This is true for both small and big things. The baby throws up on you as you try to leave for an important meeting. The meeting lasts longer than planned, and you don't have time to get to your next meeting. The book takes longer to write than you predicted. The film takes longer to shoot. The business takes longer to build. Heavily scheduled people are stressed. Build in buffer time around all your projects to allow for the unexpected. Leave half an hour between meetings. Allow for an extra month before the book launch for cover design glitches and an extra edit. Assume that business will take 3 years to turn a profit even if your predictions show it can be done in 2. People who finish things don't put them off. They start with something that can be done instead. We put things off sometimes because they seem too hard. If you have something scary on your list, like making an information product, you should break it down into smaller steps. The first one could be a sketch of the information product or a rough writing of the first part of the information product. Don't forget to put a guess next to each one about how long it will take. They make a list of things to do, which might include things like watching TV and surfing the internet during the day. Timekeeping tools can help you stay on track. Online tools like iDefender and Big Stretch Reminder will tell you to take breaks. But if you work in short bursts, you can get right back to work. I can sometimes get more done in a few 40-minute sessions than if I worked all day. People who get things done don't mind sharing, hiring, automating, or buying in. They pay a virtual helper to take care of their office work. They hire someone else to help with a design job or editing work. Autoresponder software is used to make their e-courses run on their own. To share their social media, they use online tools like Hootsuite or Recurpost. To check their written work, they use editing tools like Grammarly. They save hours of time each month on billing by using accounting tools like QuickBooks. Instead of making everything from scratch, they buy PLR material. Working more hours is not a sure way to get more done. In fact, when people work too much, they always get less done. The law of diminishing returns says that if you add more of one input while leaving all the other inputs the same, you'll reach a point where adding more of that input makes the output grow less and less. If your mad or crazy hours are your input, keeping them high will make your output go up less and less as time goes on. There's a reason why we should work a 40-hour week. Henry Ford thought that was the most productive number of hours for workers. They didn't get as much done if they worked more than 40 hours a week. People who worked on the assembly line were, of course, also looked into by Ford. Marshall says in her book about how to be really busy that a number of hours you can work at your best is probably even less for work that requires a lot of concentration and creativity. Many creative people find that just an hour or two of really creative work is enough. After that, inspiration starts to fade, and it's time to either take a break or switch to less creative work. This is something to keep in mind as you plan your day and week. Tim Ferriss is known for saying that a 4-hour work week is not only possible, but also very likely. Many of us who do artistic work love it so much that we feel like 4 hours isn't enough. The key is to find a good balance between 4 and 40 hours per week and stick to that. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.